It's week 4 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Commanders and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And his first look is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Inside handoff now, Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Running left is Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of down.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So for Ron Rivera, challenging that call turns out to be the right decision. And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wood. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. On second down now, Woody. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wood. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Washington on third down.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
York able to send this one through,
and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the start? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the little bit.
I
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then return. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They begin with a run by Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 2nd and 4. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Miller running right.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McKinney.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Wood. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This time they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Well, Washington going to send out their punter.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's Washington now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now a dump off here complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. Flynn. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 11 more on that one and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll look to throw here.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Wood. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd and 3. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Washington on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wood. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Draw play. This is Miller. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. On 3rd down, it's Flynn. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
Holding offense.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wood.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Flynn, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down now, it's Flynn. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Flynn. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Flynn.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Up the middle they go. Flynn, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Wood. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Colts, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the